Hey everybody, it's Cotton, and I am bringing you some more of the Wind Waker HD. Last time we made a quick visit back to Windfall and got the Swift Sail, got a couple of treasure charts, learned the Sun Song, and gave Mrs. Marie all of her joy pendants and got the Cabana Deed. And in this episode we are going to be going to our next destination, which is the Forest Haven. But one thing I forgot to mention about the Wind Waker is that in this game, in the remake, you'll notice that the song did not replay. In the original GameCube version, like every time you use the Wind Waker, it would replay the song. Just like, you know, it did with in Ocarina of Time when you would play a song. But in this game they changed it so that it will only replay the song the first time after you play a song after you load a save from it. But every time you play, or every time you do a song after that, it doesn't repeat. You just play it, and then like it just happens. And so this, I'll show off the sea fish mechanic here. You throw out some bait. You'll see him flopping around in the sea, and you throw some bait, and then he'll fill in your sea chart for you with this certain section of the map. And also in the original GameCube version, like after he gives you his little tip or advice for the island, you would have to give him bait again in order to hear it. But in this game, it saves it on your map. So when you click on the island on the map, it will show you his little advice that he gave you. And so, yeah, that will be always available on your map if you want to rehear his advice for whatever island you've got him to fill in for you. That's a lookout tower. You can't really get your full benefit from those yet. You need bombs before you can do all that. But let's see, there's actually going to be a quick stop I want to make before I go to the Forest Haven, and that's at Bomb Island. And so I think I'm just going to cut until I get there. I'm actually going to, I'll probably be getting, I'll fill in my sea chart off screen. So you can just do that like whenever you want to, like if you're playing along or using this as a guide or something, you can, you know, just do it whenever you want, set aside some time, but I'll be doing it off screen. But here we are, this is Bomb Island, I believe, and I'm looking exactly for that right there, a submarine. So there's a few submarines in this game. I can't remember the exact number, but they are all very useful. They each have some really useful items in them. And our very first useful item is in this one. I actually didn't write down in my notes what I get inside this one, so I actually can't remember. I think it might be a bottle, but I don't know. If I didn't write it down, it's probably not important. I think I would have written down if it was a bottle, though. But a joy pendant, I'll take that. We get an empty bottle. Yeah, we do get a bottle. I'm wondering why I didn't write that down. But, so, you know, as you know, bottles are very important, and especially on hero mode here. I'm gonna be needing as many bottles as you can get to hold fairies and all that stuff, but that rat almost hit me. Yeah, they'll take quite a few rupees from you. They can take like 30 rupees maybe. It's pretty annoying. But now I'm going to continue on to the Forest Haven, which is actually right here. And I do not want to go there during the night, so I am going to turn it back into day. I'll cut to that in a second. Okay, there we go. Back to day. That's the way I like it. I like it when it's daytime, and I like to arrive to new islands during the day, so... yeah, there we are. There's the Forest Haven. It looks pretty cool when you see it from a distance. It's like, you know, there's two giant towers, and... yeah. I'm actually going to be picking up our first treasure chart here from the bottom of the sea. Do you not see what rises up from the horizon? That's where you must go, the Forest Haven. It may appear as though this is but a great tree rising far above the ocean's surface, but it is a sacred place. It's inside this grotto that you will find the spirit of the earth, the great Deku tree. You must speak with the Deku tree and receive from him the sacred gem known as Feyor's Pearl. I fear that Ganon's vile hand may have already reached this most sacred of sanctuaries. Go forth with caution. Now, I'm not sure if I can actually get it right now. Yes, I can. I can actually get in the boat, but I'm going to show you the Swift Sail's second ability, or its ability on the boat. You can actually pull out an arm, and you can salvage things from the sea floor. So I don't know if you saw that light shining out of the sea, but it disappears once you get to close enough to it. So you kind of have to. You can use the map on your gamepad, but yeah, once you collect it, you'll get an item, and you'll find some rings that are just that, they're just rings, but then you'll see some that have like a light shining from them, and those are treasure charts, and those contain like a much more valuable item, like a piece of heart, or rupees, like 100 rupees or 200 rupees. But the smaller, the other rings that don't have the light shining out of them, they just have usually just like maybe 5 rupees or 10 rupees. But here, we get the Bokul Baba Seed. These are kept in our spoils bag. These are useful for actually right on this island. If you collect 4 of them and give them to one of the residents, you will, he'll make you a blue potion. So I'll show that off, but yeah, I've never really used this guy to get potions from. I've never really gotten too many potions except for Grandma's soup, or not even Grandma's soup. I usually just keep fairies on me. But yeah, I'll show it off anyway. There we go. Now here, to get across here, we just need to swing across. And then here, there's, I believe these are Octoroks. And so you beat these by bouncing their projectile back at them, which is pretty cool. Like I said before, you know, I like defeating enemies by using like the environment or, you know, things back against them instead of beating people by, you know, like just directly using your items. I like those like indirect attacks that you can do. I think that's a lot of fun. But we need to swing across that gap. And right there we saw the Great Deku Tree. So let's go talk to him. Yeah, there's really nothing else you can do in here except for talk to him just at the moment. Just go this one way here. Does anyone else, like, picture a zit when that happens? Like, when the first choo-choo comes out? Do you just think, like, that's just some giant zit on his face? I'm really trying to do my spin attack, but I can't do it. Before I kill the last one, I'm gonna collect these. And, oh, this is our first green Chew Jelly. So, once we collect... oh, shoot. I want to say about... was it 15 or 10 or... I can't remember how many we can collect, but we can take it back to the Chew Jelly guy, and we'll be able to make green potions. That garb you wear, could you be the legendary hero? Has the king at long last found the hero of time? So right there, that was a section that's normally in the Hylian text. What is the matter? Do you not understand the ancient Hylian tongue? So, you are not the hero of time. That was as well. Everything that he just said was in the Hylian text, so you can't understand him unless you're in the second quest. I must apologize, I was in error. I saw your clothing, and suddenly I felt a longing for an age gone by. That longing caused the ancient tongue to pass my lips. I am the guardian spirit of this forest haven, the Deku Tree. I owe you my thanks for your aid in ridding me of those foul creatures. Tell me, was it not the King of Red Lions, the boat who speaks, who led you to this place? So it is true. Then you have come here because you have need of the pearl of the goddess. I see. I knew there was a reason the monsters had begun to congregate in the regions around my wood. Now I understand. He has returned. Ganon has returned. In that case, we must make haste. Koroks, little children of the woods, this traveler is not your enemy. Let your hearts be at ease and show yourselves. What do you call yourself? Cotton. Well then, Cotton, these are the Koroks, the spirits of the forest. Once upon a time, long ago, the Koroks took on human forms, but when they came to live on the sea, they took these shapes. Now they fear people, but to me, they will ever be my cherished children. As it happens, you have come just in time for a ceremony that the Koroks hold but once every year. It's about to begin. I shall grant the pearl to you after their ceremony is complete. I must apologize for the brief delay, but if the ceremony is not completed soon, an ill fate could befall us. So, let it begin. Are you ready, my children? We are not, O great Deku Tree. Something terrible has happened. It's Makar. What is the matter, Linder? You and Makar are always late. No, it's not that, O great Deku Tree. Makar fell into the Forbidden Woods. What? The Forbidden Woods? I told him to be careful, but still Makar flew above the Forbidden Woods, and as he drew close to it... Foolish little Makar. Cotton, have you heard all this? The Forbidden Woods are right beside the hollowed island to our forest haven. Those woods. The whole region is a vile place that is home to evil beasts. And now it seems they have taken a child of the forest named Makar. Your presence here is no mistake. The King of Red Lions likely expects great deeds of you. It is why he brought you here. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but can you go rescue young Makar for me? But great Deku Tree, people cannot fly through the air. Ah, yes, thank you, child, you are right. It is not possible to enter those woods from the sea. Yeah, so he's just telling us he's going to give us an island that will let us fly through the air. And then he was also telling us that we need to go up there and get it. This is another really cool item because it's not one of those items that you see in like every Zelda game. You know, every Zelda game has like certain items that always appear, like the hook shot or bow and arrow, boomerang. But this is an item that's only been in the Wind Waker so far. I believe an iteration has been in Skyward Sword, but let's see. So this is the guy that we're going to take the Boko Baba seeds to, and I probably shouldn't have talked to him because it's not really important. But he's just letting you know about those seeds, so I'm gonna see if I actually have enough. Yeah, I have 5. So I'll show these to him. So, yeah, he just needs 4 seeds to make the potion. So if you ever need a potion, you bring him 4 of those Boko Baba seeds, and you'll get it absolutely for free. You have to watch this little cutscene every time, which is kind of annoying. But, you know, free potion. It doesn't even matter because potion doesn't cost that much and you get so many rupees in the game, but yeah. Plus you get Grandma's soup for free and there's 2 helpings in it, so like really any type of potion isn't that useful. I guess it's only useful now since we don't have any other way of like getting our health back. But for the, you know, like the game as a whole, like it's really not that useful. But in order to get that the Deku leaf, we need to go into these. Oh shoot, what are these called? Buds. These little buds here, and when we go inside, they'll just spit us back out, and so this is how we can, you know, gain some new ground here. Once you get your magic bar, those will actually restore a little bit of your magic when you go inside them. So you can just kind of like spit in and out of these, and you can get all your magic back. And I'm talking about magic a bit because unfortunately the Deku leaf uses magic. I think that was kind of a bad decision, but yeah, whatever. Got the Deku leaf. Plant your feet on the ground and use it to blow blasts of air at objects and enemies. So this guy wants us to go over there. But I'm actually going to head over this way first. You don't need to do this if this is your if this is the second quest, but if this is the first quest, then you'll probably want to do this. I don't know if you really do or not, but I'm just gonna explain this anyway. So normally on the first quest, there's actually like a latch there. You can see on mine that it's actually open. And in order to open it, if it's your first quest, you need to use a Hoy pair, and I did not change the direction of the wind. Oh man, what a noob mistake right there. It's like I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's see, I'll just get down a little closer, and I don't even need to do this because there's a ladder there, but if this is your first time playing through, in order to open this, you'll need a Hoy pair, and you'll need to send a seagull into that switch right there, and then that will open up the hatch. And let me just show this off really quick. Once you're inside, there's like a sculptus, and he'll make sculptures of every picture you have. And so you have to take pictures of every enemy and every person in the game, and then he'll make a sculpture of it. And it's not required for anything, like you do not get anything from this. The only thing that you get for completing it is a sculpture of you and Coral. But other than that, this is completely optional. You don't need to do it to get anything. But as you can see here, as you take pictures of everything, he'll make sculptures of them, and then you can come in here. Let's see, you can look at them from a 360 view, see their name, birthplace, favorite, whatever, and then some little trivia about them. And so that's the point of the pictograph. That's the point of taking pictures, and that's the point of this little island right here, the Nintendo gallery. And I'm surprised he's actually here. I wonder what he says. Normally, after you've completed the Nintendo gallery, he disappears, but it's a new save file, so he's actually there. I'm kind of surprised. I wonder if he just won't leave now. But let's see. Oh, Coral is right here, so I can just jump to him. But, yeah, so I'm actually going to see you back up at the top where I got the Deku Leaf, so I'm going to cut to there real quick. Okay, so I'm back up here again. This is where we got the Deku Leaf, and I guess I've already showed you, but I'll tell you, like, when you're in the air and you pull out the Deku Leaf, you'll float with it, but when you're standing and you use it, you'll blow a gust of wind. And so this guy said he wanted us to go over there, and there's even an arrow pointing in this direction. But I also want to show you, like, what happens if you run out of magic. Because there is a difference, like, you can't use this in the air when you run out of magic, but you also can't use it on the ground, which is kind of funny. So after you run out of magic, you take it out, and then if you try to use it, it's just the frame, so you can't even get your gust of wind anymore. So you need at least just a little bit of magic to even get that gust of wind going, but it doesn't even take magic, so I mean it's kind of funny because, like, if you have no magic, you can't use the Deku Leaf, but it doesn't use magic anyway when you do that. So I don't know, it's just kind of funny. So this is kind of another, like, longer episode, I guess, but it's just hard to find a good place to cut these. And so here what we need to do is change the wrong song. Change the direction of the wind. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to, like, actually see which way to go, which is why I like to face Link in the direction that I want the wind to go, and then I can follow it like that. You'll see there's an island over there. We will do that later. We'll do that later, so don't worry about it now. We'll do this after we complete this next dungeon. And so here we're on this little island. We can get all of our magic refills, and we want to head over there. You can see the platform there, but we won't be able to make it from this distance, so we need that gust of wind to make its way all the way back around, so that we can use it to get ourselves higher into the air. And it takes a little while, so I'll just cut until it gets here. Actually, what I meant to say is you need to change the direction of the wind first. Don't forget to do that, or you could just embarrass yourself. And here we go. I think that's close enough. I usually miss this a lot because I just can barely tell where it's coming from. If you press the button of the Deku Leaf while you're floating, you can, like, bump these guys away from you because they can crash into you, and that's really annoying to have to do this again. But these guys, they also drop golden feathers, so you can use your grappling hook to get a golden feather from them. Wing girls are said to be infatuated with this. And so let's go inside here. And we are in the Forbidden Woods, our next dungeon. Next time, we will go along the next dungeon. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, so it wasn't really that long of a cut, and I forgot to change the direction of the wind. Yeah, so I'm just gonna fall. Oh jeez, I can't believe I did that.